Here are two great figures of Dabi from My Hero Academia for under 30 USD. Welcome to Running on Empty. Starting us off at around $20, this is the Band Presto figure Coliseum Zoke Academy Volume 2 Dabi by Bandai Spirits. He's 19.5 centimeters from base to hair and weighs at around 171 grams. At first glance, this figure does look different from the box art in that the figure itself has a more saturated skin tone, with his face and chest given some nice red shading. And in fact, I actually think the figure looks better than the box art, since the shading gives the figure more realism and life to the skin tone. Straight away, I love the pose and composition of this figure, with Dabi looking like he's walking a high-fashion avant-garde runway. Now, even with the patchwork scars, I think Dabi's kinda hot, pun intended. So I really like that Bandai have managed to convey that in this smoldering look here, pun intended. So, for that reason, I give them an easy A+ for character accuracy of the face sculpt. I love the aloof, almost bored, borderline condescending expression of his, with his hooded eyes, that disinterested smirk, the casual hand in his pocket, and the general confident swagger portrayed by his arm raise and the male model-like strut, and, of course, this magnificent cloak swish. Bandai have done a great job in the wrinkled detail of the clothes and boots, and done a wonderful job in sculpting his lean, sinewy muscles and build. So, if you're like me and you'd like a budget figure of Dabi to showcase his good looks, this is one of the best-looking figures that I've seen in my research, and I give it a hefty A+. Next, at around 24 USD, is the Evil Villains Volume 3 Dabi by Bandai Spirits. He's 16 centimeters tall from base to flames, and he weighs at around 147 grams. Again, another great pose here, with Dabi captured mid-action. Unlike the other figure, which had no removable parts, this Dabi comes apart at the waist and the flames. But he's still a stable figure regardless. Like the last figure though, there's so much to praise here. We'll start with the flames, which I think are beautifully rendered in the see-through blue plastic. And they've also done a superb job of sculpting the face, body, clothes, and shoes. Speaking of the face, I love the unhinged yet charismatic grin here, which is able to showcase not only Dabi's bloodlust, but also his eagerness to use his flames. Here, as he unleashes his blue flames, the hottest flames anyone could conjure, he's alive with the power of his quirk, ready to do his worst. I also like the big white stance that gives the figure a lot of energy, movement, and presence. And again, I like that this figure's face sculpt showcases how good looking Dabi is. For this reason, I also give this figure an A+ for character accuracy. In fact, all in all, this figure is an A+ all round. As a Dabi fan, I couldn't be happier with these two figures that I've got in my collection, and I think you guys may feel the same way. So, I highly recommend both of them.